Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Ruben and today I'm watching Oppenheimer. Okay, so I've already done a reaction to Barbie. It's only fair that I do a reaction to Oppenheimer. This movie was nominated for many Oscars. I'm thinking 10 or 12 Oscars. It won Best Director, Best Picture, I believe, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best a lot of things. I definitely have to check this out and see what all the Oscar glory was about. All right, everyone, if you're ready to watch, listo, vamos. The explosion? The sun. I think it's the sun, right? What is this? Torture for eternity. Ooh, he looks much older here. He has gray hair.
The so-called derogatory information in your indictment of me cannot be fairly understood except in the context of my life and my work.
I guess he was indicted.
You weren't there?
As chairman, I wasn't allowed to be. Are they really going to ask about it? It was years ago.
4 years.
5.
5 years ago, okay.
I went to Cambridge to study under Patrick Blackett.
Were you happier there than in America?
Happier?
Yes.
How is that relevant?
No.
Okay, he wasn't happy.
No, I was homesick.
I was gonna say he misses home.
Troubled by visions of a hidden universe.
Wow. He's already a tortured soul. So young.
I need to go to the lecture, sir.
Why?
It's Nils Bohr.
Oh, no, you Oppenheimer.
Huh? Why not?
Please.
Oh, what a rude teacher. Clean up this mess, whatever. Someone actually leaves apples for teachers? That's still a thing? Or that was a thing back then? Get out of here. Ooh. Potassium cyanide. Is that to kill people? Really? Oh. Gonna clean that up?
A word of energy and paradox that not everyone can accept.
Yeah, he has a question already. He only was there for 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah. Now you care? Dude.
Get to Germany, study under Max Born, learn the ways of theory. I'll send word.
Wormhole.
Oh, whoop.
Algebras like sheet music. The important thing isn't can you read music, it's can you hear it. Can you hear the music?
That is very good advice. Okay, so the next stop is that Germany? So he's very determined about something. His determination is so hyper-focused, it seems.
I'm told he's there most afternoons. You know, I've always wondered why you didn't involve him in the Manhattan Project.
Oh.
Greatest scientific mind of our time.
Of his time.
Oh, his time.
What was that? What
Did you dismiss him?
Why would I be worried after everything you've done for your country? You are the man for the job.
Well, not considered.
So what's wrong with his past? Yikes. He almost killed the professor for one.
Just then I was entirely consumed with what he must have said to Einstein to sour him on me.
Yeah. Exactly.
After Göttingen, I moved out to Leiden in Holland, where I first met Isidor Rabi.
Oh, okay. So he's telling... Okay, I see where we're going with this movie now. So he's telling the story to these other guys.
Lecturing on the new physics this after I'm an American myself.
How surprising.
Let me know if you need any help with the English.
What? Don't be rude.
De naam vertelt geen atoom. Gang von verschiedenen Energien, de Verbindungsopname in de relatieve translatie.
What's he saying?
Oh. He's speaking German, not in English. Oh well.
We're a couple of neo-Jews. How do you know Dutch?
Oh, it's Dutch. Okay.
You learn enough Dutch in 6 weeks to get a lecture on quantum mechanics.
This guy is super smart.
Eat.
He seems to struggle a lot. He doesn't eat
You
well.
have to seek out.
So he's homesick.
Heisenberg.
Right.
So he's going to Europe trying to, I guess, talk to great minds or learn from them or interesting. Radiation laboratory. Okay.
Philosophy postgrads and communists talking integration.
I don't care about integration.
I want to vote for it, not talk about it, especially on Friday.
How would these activities have come to the attention of the FBI?
Well, if I remember.
Interesting. It's a very complex man. Very controversial.
What are you working on? What happens to stars when they die?
Do stars die?
Mm.
Well, if you're going to send money to Spain, do it through the Communist Party. They can
What?
get to the front lines.
Very similar case.
Interesting.
Virgin stuff. There's some thinking ownership is theft.
Property.
Property?
Property, not ownership.
I'm sorry, I read it in the original German.
Ouch. Touche.
I like my wiggle room too.
Oh, okay.
What's this?
Sanskrit.
You can read this?
I'm learning.
Jeez, this guy's so smart. She's very interested in him for his smartness or what?
Shin reveals his multi-arms.
No. Read the words.
Read the words. Okay.
And now I become death. Destroyer of worlds.
Destroyer of Worlds. What's he reading?
Alvarez?
It's a nuclear fission.
Is somebody getting ahead of them?
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Okay. They've been beaten to the punch.
See? Can be done.
Well, it was, right?
Very elegant. There's just one problem.
Where? Next door.
Oh, they did it?
These fission pulses, they're massive. I've seen 30 of these in the past 10 minutes.
Theory will take you only so far.
To test it.
Do the other physicists around the world have seen use?
I'm just, what are we all thinking?
Yeah.
A bomb. Alvarez.
Oh.
I told you, Rob, no more flies.
I don't understand what you want.
I don't want anything from you.
What? What's going on with this lady?
Hey, we're a black hole today!
You've been off stage.
Oh.
During the Battle of Britain, I found myself
Okay.
basically out. I need to make clear that my changing views on Russia did not mean a sharp break from those who held different views. For a year or two, and during a previous
Hey, Emily Blunt.
had been groupings of tiny energy waves bound together.
By what?
Forces of attraction strong enough to convince us.
Oh, I think they're attracted.
Matters without my body passing through yours.
Wait, is this his wife? Well, who is this lady? Confused.
You know, going to New Mexico, to my ranch with friends. You should come. I'm in with your husband.
Sure, buddy.
It's your first husband.
No, babe. My second husband was Joe Dallett.
Wait, she's been married 3 times.
He said, swell, I'll meet you on my way to Spain.
Went to fight for the loyalists.
And then he went to the brigades and I waited.
Never returned.
Joe got himself killed first time he popped his head out of the trench.
Damn. Oh. Yep. Knew it.
Do any of you have in common with farm laborers and dock workers?
Plenty.
Everybody out. Now!
Oh, God. Okay, so this guy is going to ruin his plans. Uh-oh, he's in trouble.
Trade union.
You be communists. So I am controlling the party. They won't let me bring you on the project as this shit.
Oh, is that
I
why?
tell you what the project.
I don't really care what I do.
Because you're not just self-important, you're actually important.
So he's just got mixed up with the wrong crowd for him at the time.
This is the car here. People hound about jobs for any age read. Reading Oppenheimer's scary file is communist.
He was jealous, I think.
How would Borden have access to the Oppenheimer security fund?
Good question. Who was that? You?
You use a bottle of beer in making atomic weapons. In fact, you do. I'd say isotopes are less useful than electronic components, but more useful than a sandwich.
Okay, good point, good point.
Come in.
Let's celebrate.
The baby's crying.
Shouldn't you go with him?
Yeah, someone's crying there, the baby. Whoa. What happened?
I've been calling to him all fucking day.
Oh. Postnatal depression here? Or what?
Hey, Peter. Sure. For a while. We're awful people. Selfish.
Selfish, awful people. They don't know. They're selfish and awful.
Okay, he's trying to get some advice.
You see beyond the world we live in. There is a price to be paid for that.
So they're gonna babysit for them? Is that the plan?
1,200 tons. Bought the day I took charge.
Processing?
Just broke ground at Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Now I'm looking for a project director.
Okay.
My name came up.
Time for promotion.
Nope. The Germans know more than us anyway.
The Russians don't.
Are they worried about his Russian contacts, his Russian activities, communism?
Somebody with your past doesn't want to be seen downplaying the importance of security from our communist allies.
Wouldn't take my job to say no to you when you're wrong.
Oh.
So you have the job now?
Considering it.
Considering it.
Oppenheimer couldn't run a hamburger stand.
I couldn't. But I can run the Manhattan Project.
Mm-hmm.
We'll need a school, stores, a church. Why? If we don't let scientists bring their families, we'll never get the best. If you want security, build a town, build it fast. Where?
New Mexico. Yep.
Building a town?
Yep. He's like, do it.
I told you, you can bring your family.
I'm not a soldier, I mean.
A soldier? He's a general. I've got all the soldier I need. What can I tell them?
Good salesman.
What do these men have in common?
The greatest minds on atomic theory.
Yes, and?
Hey, he's in it as well. God damn. Got a lot of great actors in here. Or many different actors.
Niels Bohr's in Copenhagen.
Under Nazi occupation, did they stop printing newspapers in Princeton?
Why would we go to the middle of nowhere for who knows how long?
For a year or two.
Year or two, that's a long time. It's a big commitment.
How about because this is the most important fucking thing that ever happened in the history of the world? How about that?
Oh, okay, that's a good reason. As well.
I don't wish the culmination of 3 centuries of physics to be a weapon of mass destruction.
That's a very good point.
If we can be trusted with such a weapon. But I know the Nazis can't.
Yeah, that's the other side of the coin. They won't care probably.
What was the first?
Take off that ridiculous uniform.
Yeah, I was wondering, why is he wearing a uniform?
So be yourself.
That's good advice. I like that advice, yeah. You don't dress in a uniform. I was wondering why he was doing that. There you go. That's what he looks like.
Then I calculated the chain reaction. I found a rather troubling possibility.
Well, what's that?
Exponential.
Did you share it with Oppenheimer? He's the boss.
Do them yourself while I go to Princeton.
What for?
Talk to Einstein.
Well, there's not much common ground between the two.
That's what I should get his view.
Oh, okay. He's gonna ask Einstein?
Neutrons smash into nucleus, releasing neutrons to smash into other nuclei. Criticality, point of no return, massive explosive force. But this time, the chain reaction doesn't stop.
Oh, okay.
Would ignite the atmosphere.
I
Ah.
detonate an atomic device, we might start a chain reaction that destroys the world.
What?
And if the truth is catastrophic,
Then you stop and you share your findings with the Nazis.
Mm,
So neither side destroys the world.
that's a good point, actually.
It is yours, not mine.
How smart are these scientists to look at the math figures and goes, wow. It's like amazing minds. Okay, how you can explain this to the general, to Matt Damon's character?
Well, if he was based in Chicago, they still worked on Fermi, not the cult of Bobby and those Helms. Robert built that damn place. He was founder, mayor, sheriff, all rolled into one.
Mayor, sheriff, his town. Look at this. Wow. Los Alamos Project, okay.
All it needs is a saloon.
Yeah, it looks like a cowboy town, western town from the old times.
There's no kitchen.
really? Well, there's that.
That's important. You need a kitchen.
Here's the amount of uranium Oak Ridge refined all of last month.
Okay, that's not much.
Heavy hydrogen. We compact the atoms together under great pressure to induce a fusion reaction. Then we'll get not kilotons, but megatons.
Whoa.
Generate enough force to fuse hydrogen atoms.
It's more feasible.
Well, since we're going to need one anyway, we get back to the business at hand.
Yeah.
And one of them was the need for an H-bomb program. Yes.
H-bomb. Trying to figure out all kinds of ways to make this work.
I've informed General Groves we've been holding cross-divisional open discussions on a nightly basis.
Shut them down.
Oh.
Compartmentalization once a week. Top men only.
I'd like to bring my brother here.
No.
Why you need your brother?
You're aware that the Nazis have a 2-year head start.
Dr. Oppenheimer, the fact that your security clearance is proving difficult to obtain is not my fault.
It's yours.
Ouch.
Because if it can put us ahead again, the President of the United States
wants that?
Needs to know about it. And if the Russians know about it already from a spy, that Los Alamos.
Who's the spy?
We gotta get going.
There's no proof there was a spy at Los Alamos.
Robert.
Somehow they figured it out. Someone told. Someone spoke.
William, we are adults trying to run a project here. This is ridiculous. Tell him.
Compartmentalization is the protocol we agreed to.
Wait, what?
Enough of this madhouse. Nobody can work under these conditions. You know what? Generalissimo, I quit.
Oh?
Thanks for nothing.
What?
Current AEC guidelines. Would you clear Dr. Oppenheimer today?
Do you have the guidelines?
Hey, what are the guidelines? They're more stricter now?
I'd like to remind you what we talked about in Berkeley. Compartmentalization, I understand completely.
This is the weekly meetings?
To do so, I'm going to have to share a few things that General Groves told me not to.
Yep.
Sorry, General, I said I understood, not that I agreed.
Oh.
Gentlemen?
Yeah, walk out of there. Don't be a party to this.
Your friend Loman says I'm trying to unionize the radiation lab.
You promised to quit all that.
Well, he hasn't. Security officer at Berkeley is concerned about communist infiltration.
Well, I'm there next week. I'll drop in to see him.
Your Q clearance came through.
Oh, he has clearance now.
I've had a lot of secrets in my head.
Oh, who's he seeing? That
Doesn't
girl
matter who I'm
again?
associated with. I don't talk about those secrets.
Well, that's terrible. I think that's where he went wrong. She doesn't care about the flowers anymore. She likes them. Oh, she still doesn't like them.
You said in your statement
Yikes.
that you had.
She's undergoing psychiatric treatment. She's extremely unhappy.
Did you find out why she had to see you?
Oh, what? Your wife's right there. Oh, God. That's not a good image.
I'd rather be here for you as you need.
But you have other priorities now.
I have a wife and child.
He does.
When did you see her after that?
Never?
Never saw her again.
His wife. Did she not know that?
This time there's another man.
Wow.
His name was Pash.
Pash. You met Colonel Pash? Colonel Pash, would you please read from your...
Who's Colonel Pash?
Whom you had not met.
Not then, but soon after.
He's the head of security for the project. Shouldn't I know him?
No, he should know you.
Oh.
I would never put you in a room with Pash.
Why not?
When Pash first heard about Lomanitz, he told the FBI he was going to kidnap him, take him out on a boat,
What?
and interrogate him in the Russian manner.
Oh, wow.
Well, I didn't want to talk to Lomanitz without authorization.
That's not the particular interest that I have. It's something a little bit more, in my opinion, more serious.
Was he set up?
FBI point. Boris Pash is the son of a Russian Orthodox bishop, born here. But in 1918, he went back to Russia to fight the Bolsheviks.
Oh.
This is a man who has killed communists with his own hands.
Oh, wow.
He was under the influence of the typical American schoolboy attitude that there's something wicked about telling on a friend.
Might we know through whom the contact was made?
Oh.
So Eltonton made his approach through a member of the faculty here at Berkeley.
As far as I know. As far as I know.
Okay.
I think that there may have been more than one person involved.
This guy's gonna kill him?
I'm not formulating a plan. I'll just have to digest the whole thing.
Okay.
In the months in between,
This guy's very dangerous.
I'm ready.
General Groves.
Yeah, I'm thinking, who?
He transferred me to London.
Ooh, it's getting really full now.
Did you mention gaseous diffusion?
He seemed more focused on heavy water.
As a moderator?
Yes, instead of graphite.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
You took a wrong turn. We're ahead. And with you here to help us, Niels.
So could you give us a moment, gentlemen?
Just want to help or what?
The man who gave them the power to destroy themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll respect that. Your work really begins.
That's not Jean, is it?
Found her yesterday in the back.
Who?
Oh.
She's taking pills. Left a note, not signed. She took barbiturates, but there was chlorine hydrate in her blood.
Oh. Wait. She wasn't.
There was a note.
So did she live in. Did she get killed? Was she murdered?
Both work for that man.
Oh, let him go.
He's a prima donna. I agree. He should leave. What's that?
Okay. Christy.
That's not helping anything, guys.
No one is leaving Los Alamos.
Until it gets done. How long they've been there for now?
You left physics behind many, many years ago.
Once a week. 1 hour, you and me.
Interesting. He needs him that much, but he's not working on the same things they are.
Do you understand? If we build a hydrogen bomb, the Russians will have no choice but to build their own.
Could they be working on one already? Based on information gathered from spies?
Possibly.
No spy at Los Alamos.
Who is the spy? There must be a spy.
I'm not sure you want to go down this road.
With respect, we are the advisory committee. We will give them our advice.
Okay, he wants to tell something to the president. Oppenheimer says something different.
I'm headed to England. I can't help but imagine what it will be with such an enemy rocket to carry an atomic warhead.
Let's make sure we're not the ones to make that possible.
He's losing his focus. What's going on here? What's going on in Oppenheimer's mind?
Never one of those to bandy around terms like sabotage.
But Mr. Borden was?
As I understand it, possibly.
How was Mr. Borden able to put together such a detailed indictment? He's no longer a government employee.
I've always assumed, and still assume,
what?
he's loyal to the United States.
Oh, okay.
And I shall believe it until I see very conclusive proof to the opposite.
Do you?
What's going on? They're having meetings again? I hope not.
They won't fear it until they understand it, and they won't understand it until they've used it.
Oh, to their experiences.
Peace-based and the kind of international cooperation that Roosevelt always envisaged.
Well, peace from using nuclear weapons, not from not using them.
Progress?
Or making them.
Head down. Folks, head down.
Head down? What about your head?
That's the one. August. July. Test in July. I need my brother.
Why do you need your brother?
What do we call the test? Trinity.
Oh, so doing the big test, I think.
Meeting the Secretary of War.
Just because we're building it doesn't mean we get to decide how it's used.
History will judge us for that.
Yeah.
Jeremy's in the meeting. Lars is in the meeting.
Not you. You're the great salesman of science. You can convince anyone of anything. Even yourself.
Wow. So these clashing priorities.
100,000. What are we estimating?
In a medium-sized city, 20 or 30,000 dead.
Wow.
Underestimate the second deadly neutron effects for a mile in all directions. One, a terrible revelation of divine power.
Wow.
That's true. According to my intelligence, which I cannot share with you, the Japanese people will not surrender under any circumstances, short of a successful and total invasion of the home island. The Potsdam Peace Conference in July will be President Truman's last chance to have that conversation.
Oh.
Can you give us a working bomb by then?
Absolutely. We'll test fire before the conference.
Really? Okay, the pressure's on to get this baby working.
You'll all be assigned to base camp, west observation, or far observation.
I want to be in the furthest one. Furthest observation site I can be. Wow. Gentle.
But we need good weather for visibility, so it has to be fine.
Okay.
Everybody out.
I wouldn't want to be in that tent right now. Screw that.
Is there anything else that might stop us?
The weather. Yeah, then you said you need a clear day, a fine day.
I'll send a message. It's gone our way. Dig in the sheets.
Robert,
What about a little hug?
break a leg.
Break a leg. It's gonna break a lot more than that on the Earth.
20,000 tons of TNT. Does anyone want the side action on atmospheric ignition?
Gosh, they're betting on it.
If we fire these detonators and they don't trigger a reaction, 2 years worth of plutonium will be scattered across white sands.
A month on my salary against $10. Says it does.
What? Another bet. He took him on. He wanted his salary.
Let's get the soft observation.
Pull him out.
We can make our determination there.
God, this weather sucks.
Sign your forecast. If you're wrong, I'll hang you. Tell them all. 5:30.
5:30 in the morning?
3 years, 4,000 people, $2 billion.
Wow, 3 years. Yeah.
What did Fermi mean by atmospheric ignition? Well, we had a moment where it looked like the chain reaction from an atomic device might never stop.
Oh, might never stop. Yeah, that's the one with ends the world.
Are we saying there's a chance that when we push that button, we destroy the world?
Yeah.
In our research over 3 years supports that conclusion. Except it's the most remote possibility.
How remote?
Chances are near zero.
Near zero.
Near zero.
Yeah, I remember that.
What do you want from theory alone?
You gotta test it.
Zero.
Yeah, zero. Exactly.
In exactly 1 hour, 58 minutes. We'll know.
Oh, God. That'd be so scary. It's like, is this gonna work or not?
So let me know.
Wow, look at that. That the button? Or what is that? Did they push a button?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Wow.
20 minutes.
Shouldn't they move away soon? I feel like there's not enough time.
The voltage drops below 1 volt. You hit that button, you abort. Understood?
Understood.
Okay, you're the guy. Why are you shaking?
Is it not there?
Yeah.
Dude, why are you putting that stuff in your face again?
60 seconds to detonation.
Everyone's freaking nervous. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay, hey, careful, guys. Phew. Wow. It's crazy. Look at that. How high is that? Okay, it's dying down.
And now I have become death.
Now I become death.
The destroyer of worlds.
Whoa! Wow. They don't know that's coming for them, right? There it is. Uh-oh, here it comes for them as well. Why are you smiling? I guess you're happy with your accomplishments. guess you gotta celebrate it, but man.
Well, I don't know. He just said to tell you to bring in the sheets.
She knows it worked.
I come with you to Washington.
What for?
Well, you keep informed.
Of course.
Probably not. It's not the military's decisions.
That's like, would the Japanese surrender if they knew about us coming? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a huge question.
I thought they would call.
It's only the 5th.
Dude, you gotta sleep. That's so much to think about. So she's waiting to see. Does she think they'll tell him the date? So they're gonna drop him. Or where?
Truman's on the radio.
Oh, okay.
An American airplane dropped one bomb on Hiroshima and destroyed usefulness to the enemy.
Wow.
It is the harnessing of the basic powers of the universe.
Where's someone?
Shocking almost to hear this, but that's what they built.
I'm very proud of you and all of your people.
It went all right.
Apparently, it went with a tremendous bang.
Oh, no time to joke.
Everyone here is feeling reasonably good about it.
I don't feel good. You know, I'm not even there.
And we have won.
Everyone's happy at least.
It's too soon to determine what the results of the bombing are, but I'll bet the Japanese didn't like it.
I guess they didn't. I wouldn't either.
I just wish we had it in time to use against the Germans.
Okay. What is he thinking? Is this a dream? What the? I think he knows the consequences.
Dr. Oppenheimer, it's an honor.
Mr. President.
Please.
Thank you.
The Oval Office.
I hear you're leaving Los Alamos. What should we do with it?
Give it back to the Indians.
He wants to keep the research going.
In Hiroshima, Nagasaki gives a shit who built the bomb.
Oh, that's rude.
Hiroshima isn't about you.
It's about me. My legacy. His legacy.
Don't let that crybaby back in here.
Oh, what a rude president.
By the time I met him, he fully embraced his father's bomb reputation. Used his profile to influence policy.
Oh, so he went against it. Maybe that's why he's in trouble.
Luminance wound up working the railroad, laying track. Chevalier went into exile.
I miss Richard more than I can bear.
I know. I know.
I'm just glad he didn't live to see where this is all going.
Robert, my son and his fiancée are desperate to meet the father of the atomic bomb, so...
Great. He's like, nice to meet you. Okay.
Well, what does Fuchs mean to the rest of the world?
Klaus Fuchs.
Klaus Fuchs, the British scientist that you put onto the implosion team at Los Alamos.
Yeah?
Turns out he was spying for the Soviets the whole time.
What? Great.
When that Fuchs came out, the FBI stepped up surveillance on him. He knew his phone was tapped. His followed everywhere. His trash picked through.
I guess, yeah, that was suspicious.
Everyone in the street, for nearly a mile around, was instantly and seriously burned.
Damn, yeah.
Urge them to continue my research on the super. And either can or will, Edward. Why not? It's not the right use of our resources. That's what you really believe. Nobody knows what you believe. Do you?
Doubt yourself. Why did I do it?
What's the caption? J. Robert Oppenheimer, Strauss fought.
What?
US-1. That'll work. Those were your words from the other day.
We needed to pivot.
But how would you know what Time Magazine is going to write?
Henry Luce is a friend.
Set up Robert Oppenheimer. I'm sure he set him up.
Strauss has been perfectly clear that he is neutral.
Wake up! It is Strauss!
It wasn't Nichols or Hoover. You gave the fellow to Borden. You set him on Oppenheimer.
Yep.
Borden! We need a systematic destruction of Oppenheimer's credibility.
Great.
Never again speak on matters of national security.
Just not take his influence away.
Shabby little room. Far from the limelight.
Destroyed his career. Or his credibility.
Do decide to appeal. They'll have to send you a copy when it heals. And trust me.
He totally set him up.
Rob will have security clearance to examine Oppenheimer's file, as will the Great Board, as counsel will not. Close to your so-called derogatory information in your indictment of me. No audience, no reporters.
That was smart.
Margaret's not yet signed.
May I keep this?
No. If you do decide to appeal, then they'll have to send you a copy. Take my car and drive up, I insist.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for stabbing me in the back.
AC counsel, I can't represent you. I'll call Lloyd Garrison.
Oh, he's good.
The best. But I have to warn you, this won't be a fair fight.
Not at all. Not at all.
Strauss told him that you and Ruth Tolman have been having an affair for years. The whole time you lived with them in Pasadena. You convinced Strauss going to testify? Don't know.
Wow. Got them all set up for the traps. Entrapment.
And he is loyal to the United States, to his friends, to the institutions of which he is part. Eat.
Yeah. Ah, great. Thanks, buddy. Another backstabber.
An A-bomb and a whole series of it. We have a whole series of super bombs. What more do you want?
Exactly.
Mermaids.
The next scheduled witness, Dr. Lawrence, has apparently come down with colitis.
Oh.
So we'll proceed with William Borden instead. Mr. Borden, welcome. Please take a seat. Mr. Borden.
Oh, the guy who wrote the file. Great.
Given that we on the board have all read the letter, wouldn't it be better to have it in record?
Let's proceed.
Damn. Everything's stacked against them. Totally. Total con job.
That more probably than not, J. Robert Oppenheimer is an agent of the Soviet Union.
What?
Following P1 between 1929 and 1942, more probably than not, J. Robert Oppenheimer was a sufficiently hardened communist. He volunteered information to the Soviets.
What? Do you have proof of this?
You're referring to the hostility of certain scientists directed toward Mr. Strauss because of his commitment to security, as demonstrated in the Oppenheimer affair?
No, because of the personal vindictiveness he demonstrated against Dr. Oppenheimer.
Oh. Hold on. What's going on here?
The Oppenheimer matter was initiated and carried through largely through the animus of Louis Strauss.
Oh.
Oppenheimer made mincemeat out of Strauss's position on the shipments of isotopes to Norway, and Strauss never forgave him this public humiliation.
Dr. Oppenheimer had no responsibility in the selection or the clearance of Klaus Fuchs, did he?
No, none at all.
And you wouldn't want to leave this board with any suggestion today that you're here questioning his basic loyalty to the United States and the operation of Los Alamos.
By no means. I hope I didn't lead anyone to believe otherwise for an instant.
Thank you, Jim.
These people are backing him up.
We fought through fire together.
Who was this? Roger Robb. Did you have a Communist Party membership card? I mean, presumably the fact of joining the party required sending some money and receiving a card, no?
So she did it? Obviously no, I guess.
It's just, it was all so very long ago, Mr. Robb, wasn't it?
Not really.
Long enough to...
Intellectual communist and a plain old regular commie.
Well, I couldn't answer that one.
I couldn't either.
Okay, one board member likes him a little bit.
You can't win this thing. It's a kangaroo court with a predetermined outcome.
Yeah.
I have my reasons.
Yeah, but what choice do you have? Is that true? Hey, Albert Einstein?
Has a point. This is the reward she offers you, then perhaps you should turn your back on her.
Wow.
Interestingly enough, it's no longer a confirmation hearing. It's now a trial.
No, a trial.
Now a trial.
Oh, poor baby.
I can prove that I gave the file board.
We're not in court, sir. There's no burden of proof.
Right, they're not convicting. Just denying. Why would Phil come here to tear me down? What's his angle?
Do people need a reason to do the right thing?
Oh, did he tell him?
I don't know. But Oppenheimer said to him that day, but by this time, he gonna need my eye. Oppenheimer knows how to manipulate his own. Most almost.
When did these moral qualms become so strong that you actively oppose the development of the hydrogen bomb?
When it was suggested that it be the policy of the United States to make these things at all costs.
It really got him trapped there, like,
But yet you testified in here that the bombing of Hiroshima was very successful.
Technically successful.
Oh, technically it was very successful.
And it was also
I hate this lawyer too. I hate him.
It's all part of his plan. He wanted the glorious, insincere guilt.
Dude, you're so jealous of stupidity.
Our efforts would only fuel their efforts just as it had with the atomic bomb.
Just as it had with the atomic bomb, exactly. No moral scruples in 1945, plenty in 1941.
When did your strong moral convictions develop with respect to the hydrogen bomb?
When it became clear to me we would tend to use any weapon.
People, like it didn't matter.
We have voted 2-1 to deny the renewal of your security clearance. A full written opinion with a dissent from Mr. Evans will be issued to the AEC in the coming days.
Oh, he dissented. Okay.
Who are the holdouts?
There were 3, led by the junior senator from Massachusetts. Young guy trying to make a name for himself, didn't like what you did to Oppenheimer.
What's his name?
Kennedy. John F. Kennedy.
Oh, wow.
That if you let them tar and feather you, the world will forgive you. It won't.
I'll see.
I'm surprised they've remained a couple so long. She's very supportive of him.
Is it possible they didn't talk about you at all?
Hmm?
It's possible they spoke about something
More important.
Wow. Yeah, you wanted the limelight, well, you got it, dude.
In Berkeley, you gave me an award. You all thought that I had lost the ability to understand what had started. The award really wasn't for me, it was for all of you. Now it's your turn to deal with the consequences of your achievement. They'll serve you salmon and potato salad.
Wow.
Just remember, it won't be for you.
It's for them.
It will be for them.
Yeah. No, thank you, sir.
When I came to you with those calculations, we thought we might start a chain reaction that would destroy the entire world.
I remember it well. What of it?
I believe we did.
Yeah. Nuclear weapons. Wow. Really good film. Very long film. Well-told story, seeing the flashbacks and the black and white bit, and then the forward and the past, the present. The decisions that these scientists had to make changed the world. But very complex, I guess, how the government works, how different players work, and Oppenheimer just got set up by a jealous, Senator Strauss. And I can see why the movie won so many Oscars, including Robert Downey Jr. I never knew about Oppenheimer. I didn't know anything about him before this movie, really, to be honest. I knew about Nagasaki, about Hiroshima, Einstein. The government has ways of manipulating things. And once the scientists knew that once they made this, they couldn't go back. And it's how do you create a safe world with this weapon existing? Wow, and so Oppenheimer basically changed our world, but he seemed like he had the right intentions, but he didn't want stuff to be used for their own purposes. But it's a conflicting thing. To create a weapon that was to stop the war. All right, so that's Oppenheimer. Very good movie. I really enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought about the movie. I hope you all have a great night. Okay, bye.